Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, and today we're back, and we're going to be continuing on. We went back to the first poem making because we were told to check out the other scenes, so we're thinking about we should probably do the other poems for the other two girls, or I think maybe it is Monica, but I don't know if we're going to have a Monica poem, but anyways, I'm thinking we're going to go with Natsuki next, so we're going to think of, I'm assuming there's a specific words that we got to pick. Mine was a little bit, do we kiss? Oh, is this like, does she do like cutesy words? Oh, no, sweet, no. Pout, yes. Anime, yes. She likes manga, I think. Bed, wait, nope. Damn it. Okay, I know if I just went straight right into this and I didn't have a good review of the previous episode, so I apologize. Smile, no, that sounds like a ribbon, yes. There you go. Puppy, yes. Play, oh no, damn it. Okay, parfait, yes. Suicide, no thank you. Silly, what? Sunset, Doki Doki, yes, good. Jump, heart, oh no, that's not heart. Sparkle, wait, what? Kawaii, lollipop, cute. Dance, what? Okay, I'm keep getting like stuff that's like sorry. Bunny, yes. Okay, so I got Natsuki, I think. Okay, do we just skip through all the Ugh? Oh, it skips to, okay, perfect. We actually get to see it actually skips to dialogue that we haven't seen yet. So it's actually really handy, actually. But anyways, Ugh. That was horrible. I hear Natsuki utter an aspirated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approached her in case she needs a hand. Look, you're looking for something in here? Or in there? Frickin' Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't really admit into it until you figure out the other person's stance. That's honestly the same thing with anime in general. Like, if you talk about anything anime related, you might want to make sure that if the person is a man or woman of culture. That's another thing. And if you say it out loud, it's like kind of, I don't know why people were like all big issue about anime. Like, then again, I used to hate anime back a few years ago, but ever since I started watching some anime shows, my entire expression about it is completely different now, and it's kind of hilarious. So, but without further ado, let's continue. Manga is one of those things where you can't really admit until you really admit. Oh wait, I already said that. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns into a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing the box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a good closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I never heard in my life. This probably means that it's either way out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can if you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was on the tone of your voice. But I tell you one thing, Haruo. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls in the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in their colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Wah. Wah. Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read it at the same time like that. Eh? Why is that? I guess it's easy to be close together like this. Eh? Don't just say that. You make it feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly. Here we go in the next bullseye compilation of me terribly mispronouncing words or just straight up giving out or having a stroke. But anyways, I didn't exactly expect it to be sitting this close to her either. Now that I can say it's a particularly bad thing, I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it since I've been read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the order volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I have already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make it up for the lack of a plot. Why did I say spot? Plot. It's plot, not spot. But anyways, that's technically partially true. Most high school type, most animes that set up in the high school setting, yes, in terms of plot, it could be sort of similar to each other. But there's actually some really distinctive animes that I've known that seem to diverge from that sort of like attention spot. Like for example, Fruits Basket was something that amazed me. It was in a high school setting, but then again, part of the anime wasn't actually in high school, but it was in other locations. But it was a really developed plot. For example, with Fruits Basket, it's probably one of my favorite animes of all time. I would straight up say it out there. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm just putting that out there. But I was just saying an example of that. And there's other also high school type animes that I could probably list out, like Irregular at Magic High School. That's another good one. Another good favorite anime that I liked and enjoyed was Irregular at Magic High School, because, like I said, has the high school setting, but the plot lines are a lot more different, and it has like it has that eerie Hogwarts vibe, which I think it makes it amazing. But anyways, I'm getting off track with the game. Let's get back to here. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really fun chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you to get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get into their backstories and when some of their romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. She ain't wrong. Especially with some romance type animes, it can actually get really spicy, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure spicy would be a good word, but like it develops more into the characters distinctively. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Ooh, ah! Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just mean that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a good guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. That's impressionable. Ugh. This is gonna be a long night. Oh yeah, by the way guys, this is like in the middle of the night, so I'm recording this. I normally would like to try to do it in the afternoon where I'm fully awake, but I want to get some, because I like Doki Doki Literature Club, and I want to get this, I want to spread out the channel with more games and such that have been out there, and Doki Doki Literature Club Plus came out, and I was like, okay, maybe that will actually work. And I did Ace Attorney. I need to probably make a redo over with that series, because I seem to be, if I forgot a lot about that game, and not many people saw it, so like maybe I should probably reboot it eventually. Leave in the comments below if you guys want to see some Ace Attorney again. I'd love to bring that back if we wanted to. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in making. Still, all the hobbies that pick up from a manga, that definitely is one. So all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it. So who I am the judge. Aww, look at this little. It's so adorable. It's so adorable. Now normally most people are like, it can't be this cute, but this is only an anime, so what do you expect? I will be surprised if, honestly, I've actually be really. It'd be just interesting to see. This is like a spin-off anime series adaptation with Doki Doki Literature Club. I feel like it can actually work really well, and maybe add a few like things here and there. But of course, this is only a small game title compared to other animes out there. So it would be nice to see a small anime spin-off of it, though. We'll be on in a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. ... Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. That's another thing. When you're talking about no, this is just not anime, but anything in a specific hobby that you like and you express a lot about it. There's a lot of things, like once you convince anyone about a specific hobby that you enjoy, you just non-stop just like express it how much you love about the hobby. Like for me, when I'm doing like YouTube or I'm doing anime or any other things out there, that there's a lot of things I like to express about. And and it's always nice when you get someone to enjoy something that you love, and it builds more friendship or trust, if you know what I mean. But anyways, you know what I mean? Question mark? You know? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeesh. Ah, sorry. Like I can never get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Eh, you still haven't grown out of that yet?" Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm also a kind of loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep my own... I feel like I can't even keep it up in my own room. Oh, wait. In my own room. I feel like... I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just noticed a little, like, blush expression. It's kind of adorable. Ugh, I can't wait. Wait, ugh, I can't, bluff. Ugh, I just can't wait, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Damn. Straight up savage. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Oh god. ... So? I love how I keep saying ... every time there's ... But even though people don't like that, but I'll try to refrain from it, maybe. So. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her fingers on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her, since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... Ooh, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast from her usual bossy tone. But if she's not to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can't understand why. It's hard to express in words that feeling, the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, I thought it makes me smile to myself. Okay, everyone, eh? Are you ready to read all with today's poems? Oh, it is. Oh, come on. Can your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Thought you do, but you do look pretty cozy over there. Eh? Ah! Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you just want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow. We can start the next, and we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I scared for what will happen if I don't finish? Alright then. I stand up. I return when I put my stuff in, carefully slipping the book in my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. That was a horrible line to deliver. Then again, I make terrible line to... Like, I don't think me voice acting would be really cool. I mean, I can try. If I was given a persona like what I need to work with, I could probably do some good voice acting. But I can do like a certain persona perhaps, but voice acting, if I try to do like a specific character, depends. I think I just gotta work at it. If I'm really, like, that's the thing, if you're really motivated to act a certain character, like a persona, or for example, nowadays with VTubers, if you want to be like your character, you gotta like actually get motivated to do it. And that's why I like about VTubers, and why sometimes I've been thinking about being a VTuber myself, because I would like to express myself even further and challenge myself in a way. But anyways, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I haven't really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone else to share with? I can't wait. Alright, so he was on Winkle Street. Yeah, we've seen this. Does Natsuki say anything? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It was probably only fair if I shared with her first. Alright, do I just like skip this? Like, wait. Well, it's probably just do this and not. Okay, so we could probably put Natsuki's stuff here. So I guess we go back to the first save. And then we go do Yuri's. And then once we go to do that, we can do the second day of poems. Okay. I think I know what we're gonna do. Alright. Wait, return. Load. Alright. Time to write a poem. Now, what would Yuri want? Universe? Okay. Graveyard. Yeah, she seems like that person. After image. So big words, basically. Very big words. Analyst. Or analyze. Or analyst, yeah. Nightgown? Nightgown is... That's yours, Natsuki? Okay then. Philosophy. Uncontrollable. Existence. Contamination. Intellectual. Her easies are easy to pick out. It's with the Sayuri and Natsuki's words that are like really hard to differ. Incapable. Daydream? Fuck. Frightening. Heaven sent. Misfortune. Okay, never. Melancholy. Melancholy. Disaster. Extraordinary. What? Okay, apparently that was Flying Shining. Death. You jumped on that, Sayuri. You like death? Okay then. We're just gonna move on with that. Just not gonna question it. Marriage. Games, Fireflies, Infinite. There we go, we got Yuri now. And then we move on to skip all this. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It seems like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sinks another glance at me with her eyes meet for a split second. Dot 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 dot. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. My mother is sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was just focused. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped to look in the bookstore yesterday, and, wait. Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. Okay, I read it correctly, I think. Famous last words, anyways. Ah, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts picking up, you might have a hard time to put it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled The Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in this high school who moves with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She is targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and that's when her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, but so that the dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Haruo? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive out on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or own philosophy that they believed in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Not again. Oh, I thought it was me. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost any interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That's just what means that you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you were saying you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I hadn't put in my bag. Alright, is it fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if it ends up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It is as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in a corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glanced over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slid my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them. Ah. I thought I heard something. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean each other a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Aww, look at this, it's so... Come on, I gotta take a... That's adorable. I keep forgetting to, like, take the pictures of these artwork, because that looks amazing. Ooh, I just hit my fan. God dang it. Alright. Yuri takes her left arm and holds it to the left side of the book, between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, so on the right... I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, and Yuri slides it on her thumb, and after that, it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I mean, I can see why, but as a gentleman myself, I should refrain talking about this. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't even know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, alright? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it with her own thumb. Hey Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid to do something wrong. It's not like I can see it into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Haruo, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing for you that you'd think that. Well, wait. I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. So I really didn't know if you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. ... I guess I meant it's more that it's kind of cute. Aha. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Okay, frickin' Monica's just scaring everybody. Okay, Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That was good reasoning. In that case, I feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip into my bag. Alright, blah, 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 blah. We're gonna continue where we left off from and we're gonna make this new poem, start with Sayori, and then we're gonna follow the same process over and over again, and see what happens with that. And yeah, in the next video we will, like I said, continue with Sayori, and then maybe if we have time we can squeeze in for Natsuki and Yuri's. But as of right now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.